Hello, hope you are all doing great. It's November 25th, and today I'm back. So today I'm going to be talking about pretty much severe weather the entire video. It's going to be kind of the main focus. I hope you are all doing well today. It's the day after Thanksgiving. I did have a video out yesterday, like in regards to the tornado outbreak, or not tornado outbreak, in regards to the like winter storm in West Texas, but for some reason there was no audio in that video, so I apologize if you watched the video and there was just no audio. But I'm sorry about that. But today I know there is audio for this video, so that's pretty much a guarantee. Uh, so yeah, so we have a marginal risk. Or looking at the day 2 convective outlook for tomorrow, this is from the SPC. We have a marginal risk across areas of the Gulf Coast, from southeast Texas east into southern Louisiana, areas of Mississippi, southern Alabama, and on the way into areas of the western Florida Panhandle there. We have a 2% tour risk for pretty much that entire area, 5 wind, and not much of a hail threat according to the Storm Prediction Center. So kind of looking at this, so by 12 p.m. tomorrow, or not 12 p.m. By 12 Z, so this is 7 a.m. We're looking at rain. It's generally back towards the west here in areas of Texas and Louisiana. Some heavy rain, definitely some storms could be ongoing at this time. Likely not severe in that area yet, but I mean, taking a look at the soundings, taking a look at the sounding. Not too bad. The problem is we have practically no instability. These would just be pretty much messy thunderstorms, but like a lot of heavy rain. But going throughout tomorrow morning, this is 9 a.m. We're looking at just a lot of moisture coming out of the Gulf, and with that, we're going to see a lot of just heavy showers and storms come in areas like I think Beaumont, Texas, Lake Charles, even up into the areas of northern Louisiana. Then the severe threat will increase as we get into the afternoon hours. So 19Z, this is pretty much just afternoon here. We're looking at still a lot of heavy rain, even all the way up into Arkansas, even Oklahoma. But that thunderstorm chance, severe chance does increase. In Louisiana here, we can see, the shear is there. That is why we have a 2% tour risk. And it generally doesn't look too bad. That's a pretty solid 2% risk right there. Main threats of this sounding would be like the lower end damaging wind threat, and then the tornado threat. It looks like tomorrow we could see like a few embedded supercells early on, but then it kind of looks to be it's gonna be very messy. That's kind of the main story. And then by tomorrow, this is 6 to 7 p.m. tomorrow, depending on where you live. Still have that heavy rain moving through Mississippi. Severe threat. By this time, it's after dark. It will start to be decreasing as we lose a lot of that instability. Some thunderstorms could still be ongoing, but the severe threat will be pretty much at its peak between like 12 and 4. Also get some showers starting to move into areas of Georgia and the low country of South Carolina. And then this quickly moves into eastern Alabama, western Georgia, and then into the Carolinas throughout the day on Sunday. And pretty much gone from South Carolina by late afternoon Sunday. Severe threat with this. Maybe we could see a little bit of like an increased severe threat along maybe the coast of like North Carolina during the day Sunday if we see enough instability. But the severe threat will be pretty low Saturday night. Maybe some storms ongoing in like Alabama, or maybe some storms in Alabama or in Georgia. Maybe it's still a severe threat along the Florida Panhandle, though. That's something to watch. We can still see way down there we do have instability. So that's where we're gonna really want to watch as we get into like late Saturday night into Sunday, like really early morning. And then that line moves through. So that's pretty much that. On the back side of this, I did see there was supposed to be, on the back side of this, there could be, a little bit of wind, but not really too big of a deal for many areas. So that's just a severe threat. And then, we don't have a day 3 severe weather outlook. We don't have a marginal risk that could be added in. No, tomorrow we could see a marginal risk area added in. So now looking at the main event, or first off, let's start by talking about what we have going on right now. I forgot to talk about this just a second ago. We're looking at radar. We're looking in western Texas here, or you kind of. This is near Lubbock. We have very heavy snow falling near Sundown, Brownfield, Whiteface, and over towards Plains, Texas. We can just see very heavy bands of snow. This could be accumulating pretty quickly as well. The only problem is it is in many of these areas, slightly above freezing. But further south, though, like we do have temperatures falling down to 32. So we'll see. In this area, it is some of these areas are probably at right around freezing, and then up towards here, probably right above freezing. But considering the heavy snowfall rates that could be overcome by the heavy snowfall rates could overcome the cold, or like the above freezing temperatures and still help it to accumulate a pretty good bit. So this is the main event that I want to talk about for severe weather. This is our day 5 severe weather outlook from the Storm Prediction Center. We can see we have 30% risk in areas of Louisiana, extreme eastern Texas, southern Arkansas, and western Mississippi. 15% all the way up into like southeastern Missouri there, western Tennessee, and down all the way to like Lake Charles, Louisiana, into southeast Texas as well. You can see some cities that are in that: Beaumont, 15%, Memphis, Little Rock, Shreveport, Monroe, Alexandria, all in the 30%. So yeah, now this is a little bit of an interesting setup compared to what we normally have. So let's go ahead and take this out here. So this is Tuesday at 21Z. This is pretty much peak time for severe weather during the day, or like on average, like when we see the most severe weather, tends to be around 21Z. That's like that's like, let me try to put this into better words here. So like you look at a like this time here is about like when you tend to see the most severe weather. Like you have the most instability, considering this is late in the afternoon and instability's been able to build, which kind of leads to that. But so yeah, we can see we have a trough pretty far to the north. In fact, this actually looks like this is a pretty bad trough, a bad looking trough, to be honest, for severe weather. I mean, this does not look like a significant severe weather outbreak setup right here. But we have this prefrontal trough right here, this separate trough kind of in front of this. That's what's gonna be what's really gonna be feeling our severe weather. Is gonna be that. So let me find a good area for us to look at. I guess just the southeast or the southern U.S. But the problem with the southern U.S. is well, let's use this. This is the southern U.S. My bad. And I want to take a look at dew points. Yeah, so looking at the dew point, I'm looking at dew points across the stat area. Actually, let's just go back to continental U.S. So we can see we have several surface lows that we can kind of point out here. We have one back here, one right here, and then one right up in Canada. It's kind of a weird setup, but we can see we had dews in the 70s for a good portion of southeast Texas and southern Louisiana. Dews in the 60s, stretching up into northern Arkansas, southwest Tennessee, and into a good bit of Mississippi and Alabama, and dews in the 50s going up all the way into Illinois. So pretty. I mean, this isn't completely rare. We're gonna be definitely finishing off November though with a severe weather event. This is rare. I mean, this doesn't happen all the time. This happened events similar to this happened last year. I mean, they're a lot worse than this is looking, I'd say, but this is still far out, so we don't really want to say that yet. Yeah, so that's just looking at dew points, and some other stuff we can kind of look at here. It's just like instability. GFS indicates that most of that instability will be limited down to like Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, like where we see those like warmer temperatures and also less cloud cover. Looking at precipitation type here. Yeah, so we can just see, our front's pretty much way back here, but then we just have this piece of energy right here that's going to be helping. That's what's really going to be forcing this. As we go to 0, 0, Z, we can see GFS indicates just a lot of, stuff kind of developing across northern Louisiana and southeast Arkansas. Take a sounding, let's take one in like central Mississippi in front of that. And yeah, this kind of shows us a little bit of stuff, especially the hodograph. I mean, it does not look bad. Shear is pretty good. That's kind of the main worry with this is, I mean, you're getting already this, 5 days out, we're already getting a lot of, really good soundings from this. I mean, a box sounding from 21Z, this is what we were just looking at before, same time. I mean, pretty good hodos. I mean, this is a solid, 5% tor risk right here. So yeah, I mean, personally, I'm a little bit surprised that the SPC already, pulled the trigger on going 30%. Because I just don't see how we have all the confidence. I'm not really too confident in how this event's gonna perform yet. Because there's still a lot of uncertainty. Now the euro kind of indicates something maybe a little further east, as this low is our low is a lot more. How do I put this? It's a lot more like pronounced on the European area. I mean, we have a 995 in Iowa. Meanwhile, we can switch back to the GFS here. And that was the 18-0. And we can see, I mean, just like in 1,000, pretty much right there in Missouri. So that's kind of why. And also we see it event a little bit further east potentially. So that's also something to note. But I mean, a pretty similar situation. We've got a lot of, get that prefrontal trough right there. It's going to be helping to feel our severe weather. Europeans just further east. But right now, it's really the one area I'm kind of watching that looks really good. I'm thinking is going to be, that's a little too far north. I'm kind of thinking this area here. Now this is, that's kind of the area to highlight right now. So, I mean, you compare it to what the SPC has, very similar, although I'd potentially move it like that 30 a little further east. I wouldn't have a 30 personally. If I was the one making this outlook, I wouldn't have the 30, but that's just me. Like I said, I'm surprised they already went 30, but the SPC does tend to know what they're doing. So yeah, we'll see. This is going to be something we're going to be, I hope to have many videos out on as we get closer. This is, I mean, pretty much going to start. This is happening like the second day of the work week next week. So this is going to be also, I mean, 2 days till December. So yeah, so I hope to have a video out again on this tomorrow. We'll go a little more in depth, and hopefully Sunday. If not tomorrow, I'll definitely have one out Sunday. But yeah, so I hope you all have a great day tomorrow, great Saturday, and yeah, goodbye.